Hello viewers, in this video we'll see Taylor's differential piece rate system. Yes, this Taylor differential piece rate system was introduced by F.W. Taylor, who believed that the workers should be paid on the basis of their degree of efficiency. Okay, so this method is intended to reward efficient workers and penalize substandard workers. Okay, that is the aim of this method is to reward the efficient worker. Whoever works well, that workers have to be paid more, and whoever is not working, that workers have to be paid less. That is the concept of this Taylor differential piece rate system. And the assumption is that slow worker will also try to improve, okay, by paying low wages for the substandard workers. They will improve in future period. Okay, they also aims to attain the standard in order to earn more. That is the assumption of this Taylor piece rate system. Okay, now we'll see the features of this system. Under this method, with the help of time and motion study, the standard time for the completion of a job is fixed, on the basis of which the performance of the workers is evaluated. Okay, standard time and standard output is fixed, and based on that standard time and output, the performance of the workers is being evaluated under this method. Okay, and the next one is Taylor's differential piece rate system argued that the worker who exceeds the standard output within the stipulated time must be paid a high rate of high production. Okay, under this differential piece rate system, here the Taylor argued that the workers whoever produce above the standard output, or whoever produce the standard output will be paid higher wages. Okay, on the other side, the workers will be paid low if he fails to reach the level of output within the standard time. Okay, within the time, if the worker is not performing or not achieving the standard output, that kind of worker have to be paid low. Okay, and the minimum wages of workers are not guaranteed here. Okay, if the worker works, they'll get the pay for that, they will get the wages for that, otherwise they won't get the minimum wages. Okay, minimum wages is not guaranteed under this system. Okay, now we'll see the computation of earning under this Taylor differential piece rate. Here the piece rate is classified into, differential piece rate is classified into low piece rate and high piece rate. The one who fails to reach the standard level of output, okay, that kind of workers will get the low piece rate, and under this low piece rate they'll get 80% of the straight piece rate wages. Okay, and high piece rate, the person who reaches the standard output or exceeds the standard output will get high piece rate, and in this high piece rate they'll get 120% of the straight piece rate. Okay, that is, if nothing is mentioned in the problem, we have to consider this 80% for low performance and 120 for high performance. If some other percentage is given, we have to take that. Okay, if the problem is silent about the percentage of differential piece rate, we have to consider only 80% for low performance worker and 120% for high performance workers. Okay, while doing the problem you will come to know all these things. Okay, now we'll see the formula used under this differential piece rate system. As I said, earnings of workers under differential piece rate wages is nothing but the production of workers into differential piece rate, and this differential piece rate is based on the performance. So for low piece rate they'll get straight piece rate into 80%, for high piece rate they'll get straight piece rate into 120%. Okay, and we'll see how to classify these two workers under this low performance and high performance category. This low performance category will get low piece rate and high performance will get high piece rate, and low performance is nothing but less than 100% of the standard output. Okay, if the performance is less than the standard output, that is considered as a low performance worker, and if the workers produce more than the standard output or equal to the standard output, it is considered as a high performance worker and high piece rate will be paid to them. Okay, and now we'll see how to calculate this level of performance. This is nothing but units produced divided by standard output into 100. Okay, that is the units produced by the worker divided by the standard output. Okay, we'll get the performance level. And to calculate the standard output, normally this will be given in the problem, otherwise we have to find this. Using this formula we can find the standard output. Standard output is nothing but time worked divided by standard time per unit. Okay, now we'll see one problem. R Limited follows Taylor differential piece rate system, 80 and 120 being the differentials for below standard and above standard work. Okay, it is clearly mentioned that for below standard it should be 80% and for above standard it is 120%. Okay, from the following ascertain the earnings of worker X and Y. Standard time 15 minutes per unit, time worked 8 hours, unit produce, X produces 28 units and Y produces 35 units. Normal piece rate per unit is rupees 2. Okay, normal piece rate was given. Okay, in this problem nothing is mentioned regarding the method of calculating this earnings. Okay, so we can calculate the earnings of this worker under straight piece rate system as well as differential piece rate system. First we'll calculate under straight piece rate system. Okay, straight piece rate is nothing but number of pieces into rate per piece. Okay, here the earnings of X equal to number of pieces produced by X is 28 units. So piece rate per unit, that is also given in the problem, so we can take that. So 28 into 2 will get rupees 56. Okay, that is the earnings of worker under this straight piece rate. And for worker Y, the unit produced by Y is 35 units and the rate per piece is 2 rupees, so he'll get rupees 70. Okay, this is the earnings of X and Y under straight piece rate system. Okay, now we'll see a differential piece rate system. For that, first we have to calculate the standard output. Here the time worked is 8 hours. Okay, that we have to take, and that should be divided by the standard time for doing 1 unit, that is per unit. Here the standard time for doing 1 unit is 15 minutes. So it is given in minutes. So we'll convert the time worked hours into minute. So 8 into 60 will get 480 hours. Okay, that should be divided by 15. Okay, 8 into 60 divided by 15 will get 32 units. Okay, this is the standard output. And now we have to calculate the level of performance of X and level of performance of Y. Okay, for that the formula is units produced divided by standard output. Units produced by X is 28 units and the standard output is 32. So the performance level is 87.5%. So worker X is under low performance, so he'll get only low piece rate. Okay, now we'll calculate for worker Y. Here the units produced by Y is 35 units and the standard output is 32, so we'll get 109%. Okay, so the performance is high because it exceeds 100%. Okay, so he'll get high piece rate. Okay, now we'll calculate the differential piece rate. For low piece rate, 80% of the straight piece rate. So the piece rate is 2 rupees. So into 80% will get 1.6 rupees. Okay, and high piece rate, 120% of the straight piece rate. So piece rate is 2 rupees, that is given in the problem, into 120% will get 2.4 rupees. That is the high piece rate. Okay, are you clear? Yes. And now we have to calculate the earnings of worker. Earnings of worker is nothing but production of worker into differential piece rate. For X, the production is 28 units into 1.6. Her performance, because his performance is low performance, so low piece rate he'll get. So 1.6 equal to 44.8 rupees he'll get. And worker Y will get the high piece rate because his performance is more than the standard output, so he'll get the high piece rate. High piece rate is 2.4. Okay, so he'll get rupees 84. Okay, once again I'll repeat. In order to calculate this differential piece rate system, first you need to know what is the standard output, because using that standard output only you will calculate the level of performance. Okay, if the performance level is less than 100%, only low piece rate will be paid. If the performance is more than 100 or equal to 100, high piece rate will be paid to them. Okay, so second step is to find out the level of performance, and the third step is to find out the differential piece rate. Okay, low performance worker will get low piece rate, high performance worker will get high piece rate. Okay, the third step is to find out the differential piece rate, and the fourth step is to calculate the earnings of worker. Okay, earnings of worker is nothing but production of worker into differential piece rate. I hope now you are clear with this Taylor's differential piece rate system, and I have given you a small problem for you to practice. Thank you for your patient listening.